This is about an album that we party a lot here in Colombia. I think it was like the album that makes Colombia known on atmosphere. It is God Loves Ugly. So Trilce was asking about this album. Why, for example, the name? Why did you try to convey with this album all these histories on these lyrics? And of course, the song that we had on our minds every time we hear Atmosphere, One of a Kind. So what about this one, this album and this song? What is there any maybe history that you can share with this or something that you can tell us about it?
When when we were making God Loves Ugly, um we already felt like we had been involved in the industry longer than we were supposed to. We never knew that we were going to be able to make careers from this. We were just having fun. And so when it got to that album, that was our third album. Um, we thought, well, there's an old phrase that people say called "God don't like ugly," and we thought, well, God must love ugly because God's still letting us do this. Still letting us take part in this, still letting us, make records. Um, and so with that album specifically, I wanted to go even further, exploring some of the parts of my surroundings, specifically inside and outside of my own head, that were, I guess, the parts that haunted me, the parts that were darker, the parts that I was trying to make sense of. That album was important for me to make because it allowed me to really explore some of the things in my head that that troubled me, or that were, I was an adult. I had a child. I was in and out of tumultuous relationships. I'd had a lot of different jobs, and it just felt like the struggle was super real and it was super hard. But a lot of people thought, well, he's this like touring rapper. He's out here, doing shows and making money. But I knew that wasn't the truth. The struggle was really real. So I wanted to explore a lot of those elements with that album. The song "One of a Kind" specifically was kind of a way to speak towards that feeling of knowing that I was not in any other lane. I had my own lane inside of the music that I was making. I wasn't following the footprints or riding the coattails of what